So, since my internet is out and I can't do my homework for a while, I don't know when it's coming back. It happens a lot when all of a sudden there's no internet. So, I'm gonna be talking about BTS performance at AMA. First of all, I want to say, wow, how amazing it is. It's so absolutely perfect. The way they performed it, it was flawless. But the only thing that I'm complaining about the camera work is obviously not as good as the one that they have in Korea. But it's understandable since Americans are not really used to having K-pop groups, and then they don't maybe know how to angle it, or I don't know. I don't know. I'm making excuses for them, but all I'm saying is that BTS at AMA was absolutely amazing. But if you look at their videos of their performance in Korean shows, they are even better. So go check them out, and you'll be even more blown away by how amazing BTS truly is. First of all, why I am so happy about BTS is because they okay, I started liking them when I was like almost like 1 year ago. So I'm definitely a new army. It wasn't that long ago that I discovered them. My sister actually discovered them first, and then she showed them to me once, and I was busy doing my homework, stressed out, so I kind of like dismissed it the first time. I was like, not another K-pop group. I'm so down. Like, why these K-pop groups are so short-lived, and why are they keep coming out one after another? Just so tired of it. And then not really into. I wasn't into K-pop at the time, so, and I was like, who are these? She showed me that video, and I didn't really find anyone attractive except for V. He was kind of good looking, but I didn't. It wasn't like no, I wasn't that into it. But then everything changed. I think it was during my Thanksgiving trip that coming back from Houston or something. I forgot. I really forgot what the occasion was, but I was driving back to College Station, and we had to take the long route. And then we decided okay, we're gonna listen to some music. And my sister has some BTS songs downloaded on her phone, so that was our only option. Or the radio we didn't really feel like listening to at the time, so we were like, okay, fine. I guess I could listen and when I wasn't really doing anything. So we listened to Fire, we listened to Danger. It was kind of noisy for me during the time, and I did get a headache. But then after that experience, after that car drive, that driving with my sister, I just all of a sudden, and then I probably looked at them a couple more times on my own, like just whenever I'm free. The more I look at it, the more I like them. There, and then they didn't have any new songs coming out, but recently they had three songs: Mic Drop, Go Go, and it was DNA. I wasn't I wasn't that impressed by any of them at first. Again, for this, I don't know why. But then I looked at it, I looked at it again, and then again. The more I look at it, the more I love it. It just eventually I become very obsessed, and I just appreciate how beautiful each member is, and how I love them, and how proud I am. And then what's even more exciting is that they're coming to the States, the United States, to perform at the A&M. And then I do some research and found out that they also performed at Billboard, or they also I didn't perform, sorry, but they were here at the Billboard Award uh, earlier, Billboard Music Award earlier, and they actually won the top social artist, whatever, beating out Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, and other people in their category by like so much, because they have like 75%, and all the other ones, Justin Bieber, they have like 2% support, and Selena Gomez. So it just shows how like army, their fan, really support them. And a lot of people really don't know who BTS is, and they don't really. A lot of people in the U.S. I mean, BTS is already. Let me stress that they're already very successful before they enter the US market, they're already very successful, like worldwide. They have fans all over the world. They have fans in Asia, obviously, and then they have fans in Europe and just everywhere, you know. They're just not very well known in the US, which is no longer the truth. Now they've performed on AMA, and then they had a mini concert for Jimmy Kimmel, and they're gonna go on Ellen DeGeneres on Monday. Um, so which I'm very excited to see, and some people are already making comments about. Well, I guess they were at the live recording, whatever. They're already making comments about how they were a little bit disappointed. But I really on the way to see the thing myself to confirm. And they're gonna put they were on they performed on the James Corden show. I don't know when will that come out, but I did see some fan cam, and also they performed. They will be on Jimmy Kimmel again on the not for the performance, but maybe like a talk show. And they were at the A&M's red carpet, and they were on social like Snapchat, and people were absolutely impressed by the way they dressed at the A&M, and they had how they presented themselves. That they were really having fun. Each one of them looked so amazing, individually as well as a group at A&M with different hair, perfect flawless skin, and also they were all decked up in Saint Laurent Saint Laurent, I think, yeah, and everyone was rocking their own style at the same time, coordinating so well. So I was I was just in love with them, just as everybody else. And at the AMA, okay, so their performance at the AMA was also along the way they had a bunch of interviews, which were kind of funny, seeing them trying to attempt to speak English. Rat Monster did a really good job. I'm really proud of him, and then I can see all the other members who were really appreciative of him. I guess he really studied a lot. I think he learned his English by watching like Friends. Anyhow, but yeah, he was able to like speak most, but the other members were trying really hard speaking English. It was really cute to see them try, and they're having fun. That's the most important thing. Yeah, and at the end, okay, so the AMA was their performance was second to the towards the end. I don't know. It's true that internet says that it's because they want to use BTS fame to keep people watching the show. So they keep them till the end. I don't know whatever reason is, but I had an exam on that day, and I was so excited I couldn't really focus on my study on the exam. But then I was able to calm down a little bit after I watched their show and still slay the exam. But whatever, that's not important. But the thing is that I waited till 10 and turned on the TV, which I haven't turned on in a long time. So I turned on the TV and just switched to ABC, waiting. Okay, so the host was like, "Oh, BTS is gonna perform next," and I turned on my phone ready to record. But then the commercial came on, and afterwards they have a bunch of other stuff I was just anticipating. I was so nervous, and then they came out, and I could not believe it. It was their first US televised debut, and they killed it. They were absolutely amazing. And I don't want to talk about V since he was my he's my bias, so I would be like talking about him nonstop for 3 days. So I won't be doing that because that's ridiculous. Because there's other members are amazing too. So, but anyway, there were one scene where they jumped up in the air. They were so in sync that that photo was just unbelievable. So they were maybe a little bit nervous, I think, but it made sense because everybody was watching them, and they're kind of representing Korea, the whole country. And it's a big deal for me, and I was really holding my breath the whole time. It was a big deal for me emotionally because I don't know. I feel like Asians are always we're not really like underrepresented at the entertainment. Asian Americans not really underrepresented in the entertainment world, and people not really used to Asian people being so I guess good at dancing and singing, being so creative. They're always pictured. I guess Asian Americans as like they always are so smart, study, doctor, lawyers, engineers, such things. But I'm just so proud that people can after this can have a different appreciation for or just get rid of that stereotype that anyone can be creative, can dance well, can sing well, can show their creative side, and just be good at something that they're passionate about. So I'm so glad to see first Korean pop group performing at AMA, and then kind of introduced to the world, because AMA is probably a really big deal, and they introduced to the world that what kind of music that maybe other people have like me have been listening to, and because BTS does have a lot of fans and who love them, support them. One thing that wasn't really recorded at the one thing that wasn't really recorded at the AMA